Attempt. Take two. Will it work this time? So every chance it won't. I've got the classic situation of a 7-year-old on his iPad blocking the link from where I am to where are the iPad Wi-Fi boxes. He doesn't care that I'm on a quest to become a YouTube ukulele legend. He could not care less. Hello, Nimbu. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a nice day, Nimbu. Where are you in the world, Nimbu? Got a feeling you're in Australia, but I might have got that wrong. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're okay. I hope you're having a nice Sunday. Let's sing a song. That's always good. Can you sing a song about trying to invent your new genre? Ukulele dad rock. You're in India. I can try. I'm trying to invent a new music genre. I'm trying to invent a music genre. Na 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 na. I'm not sure if it works. Nimbu has asked me to try and sing a song. It's not going that well, but I will try again. I don't know how many. I don't know whether or not. My understanding. I was thinking about this the other day. What is ukulele dad rock? I think ukulele dad rock is basically anyone playing the ukulele, and then suddenly you're interrupted by a child. That's just. It's not like a special type of music style. It's just basically songs that every 20 to 30 seconds, a small child walks into the room and demands something. I need a charger, I need a sandwich, or I need you to do something for me that is definitely more important than whatever you're trying to do. That seems to be the standard response. Well, this parody song from who is this? This is from Green Day. It's about children who are just demanding biscuits. Dear mother, can you hear me whining? It's been 3 whole minutes since you made me a snack. This sudden hunger's left me trembling. That third cookie didn't touch the sides. I can feel my stomach groan. Get child line on the phone. That's kind. Can you make a song about a garbage truck driver? I'm not sure I can. It's very specific. Nimbu would like me to make a song about a garbage truck. A garbage truck driver who has 4 daughters. That'd be brutal. I doubt he'd ever get a word in edgeways, ever. Hi, Zaya. Hope you're well. So wherever you are in the world, I'd love to know. We've got Nimbu in India. What time is it in India, Nimbu? Can you say hi, Layla? Also, I can play the ukulele. Oh, hi, Layla. Hope you're well. Layla, I definitely recognise you've been in live streams before. Hello, the big boy Blue. Hope you're well. Right, this is a parody of Shake It Off. And it's about what it was like growing up as in the 80s as a Gen X child. So that's me. I was learning how to skate. I landed on my face. What would my dad say? Ooh, ooh, what my boomer dad would say. Ooh, ooh, I tried to jump a gate, but it couldn't take my weight. What would my dad say? Ooh, ooh, did he ask if I was okay? Ooh, ooh, I just keep on cruising, except the pain of minor bruising. It's like I've got this resilience in my mind from watching Airwolf and Michael Knights. When your childhood was wild but not risk assessed, and most of your back is dangerously compressed, the stress of life makes you clinically depressed. Don't do that, Wind. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. I've got a black eye, was offered a steak. Goodie bag treats were 1 Cadbury's flake. You rode a bike and used your feet as a brake. Just shake it off, 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 shake it off. Swifties assemble. I'd love it if the Swifties assemble because there's a million of them, and even having 10 Swifties in the live stream would be good. Because very selfishly, 10 Swifties in the live stream would help me get more subscribers and get closer to monetization. Can you write a song about ukulele down the rocks? I can try. This is a song for Layla. It won't rhyme. It's gonna be a song about ukulele at rocks. If the world's out to get you, kick it in the bum by being a ukulele dad who likes to rock out in his shed. I like to play silly songs in my shed. My kids don't listen. I'm pretty sure they're embarrassed. I think my wife thinks I'm having a nervous breakdown. She's probably right. There you go. That's very kind of you, Layla. Appreciate it. And thank you for subscribing. That is always appreciated. I look forward to the day one day when I don't have to ask people, please will you subscribe? Because I'll have enough subscribers, e.g. more than 1,000. This is what is this? This is Johnny Cash song, a parody of Hurt. And it's about my experiences of doing jiu-jitsu. My ass got kicked today when I went to jiu-jitsu. Had a roll with an OAP. I think her name was Sue. She poked me in the eye. I called her a cheating witch. She went and told the coach. She's obviously a bit of a snitch. I'm a grumpy dad. Getting kicked in the arse. All the skills I'm shown seem to leave my brain at the end of each class. And you can have my medal. I won't cause a racket. I achieved 3rd place in a 3-man bracket. Actually Hurt is by 9 Inch Nails. Is it? I didn't know that. That is a good piece of that's a good piece of sort of pub trivia. That if I ever go to a pub and get involved in a pub quiz, and that question comes up, who wrote Hurt? Was it Johnny Cash or 9 Inch Nails? I'll say, actually, I can tell you from my source, from my research taken from a live stream, that's actually 9 Inch Nails. Yeah, that's a true story about jiu-jitsu. I've been in jiu-jitsu for 10 years, and I'm a brown belt. I think my coach has just been very kind over the years and given me belts. But I actually I know that for a fact they don't do that. So I have learnt some skills, but I do often feel like at the end of each class my skills just evaporate. I walk out and I think, what was it we learned? I honestly can't remember. Good question, Layla. Thank you for asking that. How long have you been playing for? I've been playing the ukulele 2019, I want to say, so maybe 7 years, but on and off. Very sort of. I'm definitely quite butterfly-esque in that I kind of get into things and then I get bored of things and I get into things and get bored of things. But yeah, no, I certainly feel like playing the ukulele and making up songs. I generally enjoy doing that. I mean, I sit there writing songs and often make myself chuckle, which is good because there's a strong chance I may be the only person that laughs at my silly songs about jiu-jitsu and getting poked in the eye by old age pensioners. This isn't a parody. This is just Country Roads by John Denver. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country road, can you take me home to the place I belong? West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home on a country road. All my memories gather round her, mother's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine and teardrops in my eye. Last chorus, country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home on a country road. Can I give a Q&A, please? What does that mean? Can I give a Q&A? You can. Is that something you can? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I need more details. Have you been? I love Country Roads. Top 5 songs. Thank you, Nimbu. Right. 3 people in the live streams. Questions and answer. You can ask any questions. Absolutely. More than happy for you to do that. That'd be very helpful. Because I do certainly feel like, as much as I enjoy the live streams, I feel like it might be stalling slightly. So I give you a question that you answer. Let's do it. Let's do it, Layla. Let's introduce the question and answer section of the live stream. Right, while we're doing that, here is a parody of Blink 182, All the Small Things. Toddlers that don't sleep is enough to make you weep. No more, I said, 'cause you will wet the bed. Always, I know I'll never get to watch my TV show. They will keep you waiting. It's incredibly frustrating. No, it's a milk embargo. Yes, that includes all drinks. Milky, 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 milk, milk. Milky, 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 milk, milk. Milky, 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 milk, milk. No, you can't have any more milk. How many kids do you have? I have 3. My real name is James. Just know you don't have to answer these. That's very kind, Layla. And yeah, that's always more than happy to answer questions. If I don't like them or I think they're naughty or rude, I just won't answer them. I'm quite relaxed. Yeah, right. So, real name is James. I have 3 children. Are you British? I am British. My family, I've always lived in England. My family are definitely Scottish. My mum was born in Scotland. My dad's a McDonald, so he's not here anymore. But bless him, when he was around, he was definitely. And we were very. What is your day job? Unfortunately, it's not this. Yeah, well, probably fortunately, because if it was my day job, I wouldn't be doing very well. I work on Brighton Seafront in the Seafront office, and I do a number of things. I manage the lifeguard. No, I don't. I used to do that. I used to be a Seafront officer, so I used to manage the lifeguard service or be part of the team that managed the lifeguard service. I now manage the weddings on Brighton Bandstand, so it's my job to set up the weddings, talk to the registrar. Your age, sorry if this is rude. It's not rude at all, Layla. It's absolutely fine. I'm 49. I'll be 50 in August. So I'm getting on a bit. I'm quite old. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons I want to try and... The dream, you didn't ask this question, I'm just answering a question that I want to answer. The dream is that one day I will actually have the choice of a YouTube channel that generally is like my career. So I get up in the morning, I do a live stream that might bring in a little bit of money. I've also got a book that no one ever buys. It's a book I wrote called First Time Dad, and it's basically about how to support your mental health and your partner's mental health through pregnancy. It's done. It's sold. I think it's sold about 1,000 copies. But do you ever play at pubs? I don't actually. I don't think I'm good enough. But then you've probably got to start somewhere, haven't you? I could. If I was really brave, I'd probably do an open mic and see how that went. Did you buy the? Did you buy the book? Because I did actually sell. I definitely sold a book this week. And if that was you, mate, that's really kind of you. Especially unless you actually need it, or you're just being really supportive. Either way, thank you. That's really kind. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so I've written a couple of books. One called First Time Dad. Another one called One Dad and His Dog. Both are about basically advice to supporting your mental health, mostly. Also loose advice about how to look after a golden retriever. So I'd love to do that. That's the dream. Basically, the YouTube channel one day becomes a job, but who knows if that will ever happen. But the only way of making it happen is by trying. I'll make sure to buy the second. Mate, that's really kind of you. I'm a female teen, but may buy it just to. That's really kind of you, Layla. And you don't ever feel you have to buy things. I'm really not that. I'm not a pushy YouTuber that's like, buy my course, buy my book. I'm like, no. If people want to do stuff, they'll do it. If you bully them into subscribing, and I do ask people to subscribe because I suppose to an extent you kind of got to ask for some help. But if you do it too much, people go, I'm sure they resent it after a while. That's very kind of you. No, I mean, do you know what? I enjoy doing it. I think it's really important at any age, especially I think in your 40s and 50s when you feel like life can be a little Groundhog Day. Don't get me wrong. I love being a dad, and that's a real blessing that I do not take for granted. And I enjoy my job, but I think it's good to have something that you do. You have to have a 9 to 5 to pay the bills and the mortgage. An author, maybe a few tips to extend your YouTube channel. Later, I will take absolutely any tips to with the YouTube channel. Anyone who's got any advice about how I could, because I've been doing this for quite a long time. I've been doing this since 2018, but then I've kind of I've gone off on tangents, and it's really only I started this new channel in last year, like November 2025, because the previous one got hacked. So it's kind of starting again, but I do think, and obviously I'm massively biased, I do think there is a market for a man in his shed singing silly songs about family life. Give it an intro before you start. That's good. Do you mean an intro as in an intro to the ukulele live streams, or edit the videos? I do edit the videos. I basically do a lot. I get reasonable views from the shorts. The videos don't do an awful lot. And the live stream's actually the most successful, I think. When I look at how many kind of views I get from a live stream and the interaction and what's actually driving my channel forward, it is live streams. I get more. Can you tell me your daily routine? It depends. If I'm at work, then my daily routine is probably get up about 6:30, get the boys ready for school. My daughter's usually gone to school by that point. And then get the kids to school, get on my bike, get to work, and then finish work just before the end of school, pick children up, cook supper, do some work on my ukulele, maybe edit some content, go to bed. That's my daily routine. If I'm off, then it's slightly different. I've got a bit more time, maybe take the dog for a walk, maybe write a song, who knows. Also, can you do more tutorials? I started playing 2 months ago, and you're a great teacher. That's really, really kind of you, mate. I appreciate that. I will do more tutorials. I definitely will. I think there's a danger of, at the moment, just doing what works to try and get monetized as quickly as possible, which I know is probably a bit of a false economy. But I will. The thing I would love to do with the channel is I would love to, every week, write a funny song that might make someone laugh, also turn that into a tutorial in case people go, I'd like to learn that song, and do a live stream. And I'm hoping at some point that will end up being a business. Who knows if I'll ever get there? This is a parody of What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger by Kelly Clarkson. You know that little spider is probably much more scared of you. He was quietly minding his own business when you sat down to do a poo. Did leave the oven on? Did leave the taps on? Did I triple check the back door? Learning to face your fears is a chance to grow. It's not a sign of a character flaw. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. At 5'7", that's not an easy thing. Are you scared of spiders, mice, or public speaking? Everyone on earth is scared of something. That's true. What do those headphones do? Because you're writing your own at the moment. What do those headphones do? Because you're writing your own at the moment. What does that mean? Are they off? If I don't think you can. I think I just forgot to take them off. I've always put the headphones on to check. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me. Or do you have any original songs or all parodies? I do have. There's a couple of songs I've written. They're not very good. Also, sorry for the questions, but what is a parody? Layla, questions are good because questions help, and I appreciate your support. A parody. So if you looked up the definition of parody, it's basically when it's your comic interpretation of something. So all the songs, like Kelly Clarkson's What Kill You Isn't Stronger doesn't go like that at all. There's not the lyrics. The chord sequence is probably similar. But so a parody is basically if you put parody songs into YouTube, you get loads of songs that are basically a jokey version of the original. Yep, that answered my question. Yeah, that's it. But the one positive, I'm definitely getting probably slowly better at the ukulele, and I'm writing more, and I like writing, creating. That makes me laugh. Thank you for letting us know you can hear me. That's really helpful. Right, here's Soul Sister. Ooh, na, 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 na. Depression is crap. It's a pain in the bum. A pain in the bum. If my stress is crippling, I can talk to my one female sibling. She's less likely to over-worry, scream and shout like Andy Murray, or prejudge me like mean people at work. She probably won't laugh like when I was 3 and I pooed in the bath. If she did, I'll just remind her of that time in Fuerteventura when she thought she'd ask for the bill in Spanish. Talking to your sister can clear the stress like a demister. On the mobile phone, the dog and bone. She's got 3 kids, so she's often home. Nimbu, that's absolutely fine, mate. You're not obligated to attend for any length of time at all. Basically a tune or another song, but the lyrics are different. Absolutely, Leila. You've nailed it. You've probably actually given the kind of dictionary definition of a parody. But obviously parodies can be other things. So there'll be parody musicals, there'll be parody films, there'll be parody. Do your family watch your videos or help you write, and do you play or something? No. Basically, my family do not watch my videos, even when I ask them, beg them to do so. But then in fairness, I guess they might have got a bit bored of it over the past 7 years of me playing songs. They're not interested, I don't think, and I don't get upset about that. It's just what it is. And I think there's a danger of thinking when you start something, you've got a bit of a dream, whether it's a fitness dream or a creative dream, that everyone should be interested in it, especially your family. And that's often never the case. It's more likely loving the tea. It's look at that. Every year, my wife gets me a number one dad. I'm not sure I could actually justify that. Every year on Father's Day, I get a mug. And they're probably my prize, along with the ukulele, they're probably my prized possessions. Here's some advice, some time management advice. I have always been a massive fan of lists, 'cause getting things done gives you dopamine, that's true. If the world's out to get you, kick it in the bum by ticking off a list of things that you've already done. You wanna get things done, be a list writer, a shot of dopamine. When you see that it's done, I write lists. I'm a list writer because I'm writing lists. If I tried. Itchy nose. What's the deal? Every time I play at the moment, I seem to get an itchy nose. Do you listen to rock? Yeah, I like all types of music. Do I like all types of music? There'll be music I don't like, but people say, "What's your favourite music?" I'm like, for me, it's what mood am I in. So if I'm weight training or I'm doing some exercise, it might be Prodigy or some really old like techno that your parents might listen to that was big in the 90s. But then I love there's some bands like Supergrass who are brilliant. Feeder are brilliant. I love like people like Creedence and Lynyrd Skynyrd. So I just like music. I think I've probably got more appreciative about music since playing an instrument. You've got to go. That's really kind of you, Layla. Bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. It's my favourite genre. Yeah, I think rock music's good. But I think the thing I like about any music, I think music that does well is music that tells a story. So it's why the Beatles did really well, because quite often the Beatles songs were kind of mini stories, and people like a story. It's fine if you got to go. Don't worry, it's fine. See ya. Right. Yeah, I think I think you get a number of benefits from doing things like live streams. I think one of it is you get, whether you like it or not, you're going to get more confident. You're going to get lots. I mean, in fairness, I'm not actually performing to any people. I'm talking to a picture of my face in my shed at the bottom of my garden. I don't know how brave that is. I think it'd be a completely different situation if I was trying to do this in an open mic in a pub with people like just staring at me, but like going, "Go on then, entertain us." That might be quite scary. But then, like anything, you'd get used to it. You always continue to inspire. That's really kind of you, Nimbu. You take care of yourself. That justifies me doing it. Yeah, I'll do this on my own, because even if just me playing songs to no one, I'm playing songs. I'm getting better. I'm moving the needle slightly closer to a place with the YouTube channel that I want it to be. And yeah, but then you get nice comments like that, from Layla and Nimbu, and that makes you feel like, well, it's if you can positively affect someone else's life, someone who lives on another part of the country, another part of the world. I mean, Nimbu's in India, then that's enough of a reason to continue to do things. As I get older, the more I reason the best commodity that we have is, and it sounds so like annoyingly Clinton cards moment, but it is kindness. It's the one thing you can do. You can be absolutely destitute and be kind. And in the same way, you can be a billionaire and not be kind. And the one thing I want my kids to grow up to be is kind. I'll honestly be more proud of my kids if they were kind than wealthy. If my kids were billionaires but assholes, I'd be disappointed. If they had modest livings but were really kind people, I'd be unbelievably proud. That's for me the blueprint. Right, this is a parody of Circle of Life, and it's about being a Gen Xer. If you were born pre-1980, then my friend, that makes you a Gen X. Did your mom have a perm? Did your dad drive a Capri? Did you really love your BMX? I did. Boomers are concerned for their pension, but most of them own where they live. But like Gen Y and Z, pretty sure they'll agree, there's a cohort they'd be glad not to be, who are in the U-bend of life, where it's an uphill struggle, defending your lifestyle choices, while you search for your kid's shoes, hoping that one day you might get flushed out of the U-bend, the U-bend of life. In case you're like, what's he talking about? What's the U-bend of life? The U-bend of life is basically, I think it's an economical term. You can impress your mates at school. It might not even be that impressive. You can, an economical term that basically the beginning of your life is like a pipe. And so in theory, childhood and adult and young adulthood is easier than being in your 40s or 50s, and easier than being retired. I don't know if I believe that. That may be in the case one day. I don't know if that's the case now. I think every stage of life has its challenges. I would not want to go through school again or being a teenager. I can only imagine that's pretty stressful. But yeah, the idea being, I suppose, at my age now, I've still got young children, so I've still got that responsibility. I've also got probably an eye on the fact that my mum's getting older, although my mum's totally sorted and probably much healthier than I am, and has a much better social life than me. But there's that whole idea, basically, that you've got a lot going on. Right. Keep singing the ridiculous songs. What does it mean, Nimbu and nice kind people that have put it, when there's a blue button with like a crown and then a #1? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Please explain to me, someone in the chat. Right. This is a parody of Sweet Caroline, and it's about when you get into your mid-40s-ish and your metabolism slows down and you get fat. You look at a cake and you put on a stone. When it began, when I noticed the build-up of back fat and my underpants were feeling snug. What can be done if you can't afford a gym or it's lockdown? To shred my chest and tone my bum. Hands, put down that third bit of cake. Grab yourself a banana, smash out somebody's squats, do a body squat while you're waiting for some toast to pop. How many should I do? Ba-ba-da. It's up to you when you start or stop. Start with one. One's a pretty good number to start with. It's always worked for me. Coffee is gone, and still got. I don't know how long I'll do. I don't try doing less than half an hour live stream because I feel like it's pointless. All the faffing of setting up microphones and cables to not do half an hour is like, what? You've not really tried very hard at that. Parody of Summer 69, again about health advice for 40 to 50-year-old men. Here's my advice about being healthy. If you're a parent with no free time, exercise should include some stretching. That makes sense when you're 49. Me and some friends from school, we get to meet up once a year. We don't get drunk, we're pretty sensible, drinking water after every beer. And if I drink too much, the hangovers last forever. Hang one on in May, I still feel rubbish in November. That's a lesson I didn't learn till I was 49. B chord, there's that flipping B chord always. I need to work on my B chord. That's the problem. That's definitely holding me back. My ukulele skills, or lack of, is definitely holding back my creative. There's loads of songs I want I've got loads of ideas for very silly songs to play, and I'm just being held back by the fact that I can't play a B. That's not a bad B. That's better than I normally play. And a B, no, that's a B. That's a B flat. Hello, Lafayette. Hope you're well. Pretty sure you're in. Yes, you are in Darwin, in the Northern Territory. Right. This is a parody of Riptide by Vance Joy, and it's about children not going to sleep. Why won't my kids just go to sleep? They're suddenly scared of the cupboard doors, and they're asking lots of questions, like who invented the colour green? Are we living in a simulation, or this part of someone's dream? Ooh, you've had all day to search for that flipping onesie. Spider-Man onesie. I'm so tired, questions are making me bar-side. Stress is making me tongue-tied. I need to be put down for a nap. Yes, I love you and your funny made-up song, but I've got a lump in my throat, cause putting you to bed will take so effing long. I don't know if Spider-Man owns a bike. No, I've never lived in France, Beijing, Spain or New York City. Let's talk about this tomorrow over breakfast, eating porridge. I need to do some work to meet this incessant need for knowledge. Ooh, you've had all day to search for that Spider-Man onesie. I'm so tired, questions are turning me bar-side. Stress is making me tongue-tied. I need to be put down for a nap. Yes, I love you and your funny made-up song, but I've got a lump in my throat, cause putting you to bed will take so effing long. It's true. Sorry I was late. That's alright, mate. You're absolutely... This is not like school. You turn up when you want, you leave when you want. It's all good. I appreciate. Hello from Southampton. Hello, David in Southampton. You're not far away, mate. You're down the road. Well, when I say down the road, like a different county down the road. I'm in Saltine, which is about 5 miles east of Brighton. Brighton Marathon going on today. Well done to anyone who's done the Brighton Marathon. I've done the Brighton Marathon a few times, and it's brutal. It's one of those, because basically any marathon where you're running into a sea wind at some point is horrific. So anyone who's done it, I absolutely admire you. Hello, Casey. Hello, Danny Ma'am. This is a parody of I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, again about children not appreciating my effort. Well, I took you to the park and I bought you a Happy Meal. We went to the pantomime, Stump, Sting and Ian Beale. To be honest, I'm quite confused. How you never seem that amused. All this being present means I'm presently quite stressed. Not buying you a pony shouldn't result in my arrest. I shouldn't have to explain to you why a 7-year-old doesn't need a personal trainer. If you're a mum or a dad, the one thing you'll know is true. Your kids will often tell you they're bored. At my school, we do camps every year, and this year we're going to Uluru. That's awesome. That's Ayers Rock, I think, isn't it? It's one thing I never got to do, actually. When I was in Australia, I was in Melbourne, and I went all the way as far as Cairns, but no further. And I wish I'd gone to Darwin, because apparently it was awesome. And I went to Adelaide. So that's basically... But I was only there for a year, and I was working at school. So to an extent, I spent quite a lot of time doing that. But I loved Australia. Australia was awesome. This is a parody of Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King. And it's still on a parenting vibe, kind of the stress of bath time and how you can be an absolute legend for your partner if she looks tired. It looks like she's surrendered. They've got her on her knees. The kitchen floor is half laminate and half macaroni cheese. Half a bottle of vino, it might just see her through. Just as long at bedtime that no one's done a poo. can you do bad time tonight? Tonight, the kids are driving me insane. It's rained all day, we've been in total lockdown, just like Andy Dufresne from the Shawshank Redemption. Will you do bad time tonight? Tonight, I think if you don't, I might cry. And I'll admit, you're the better parent. How's that for humble pie? Casey, only one watching, mate. That's not rare. It's not rare for me to have one person, but one, you know, that's enough for me. That's worth it. One person here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Lafayette, what's your favourite colour? My kids ask this a lot. I don't know why. Dark blue, probably because it's Scotland's rugby colours, and I just like it. Right, here's a parody of Wonderwall about parenting. One day will be the last day when you have to help them tie their shoe. You won't have to search for book bags or remind them to flush the loo. And I don't believe that anybody's judging your parenting skills as much as you. Bittersweet when the parenting's complete and no one needs a lift to Scouts. You'll only be brushing your own teeth and making yourself eat sprouts. I don't believe that anybody's judging your parenting skills as much as you. And just in case, like me, you need reminding, there's nothing more challenging than some child minding. There are so many things that they will have learned from you, so please take a bow. And maybe it was definitely my kids that saved me. And now that they're tall, I just wish they were small. Yeah, it's a funny. It's a bit of a cruel irony, I think, that basically the time in your life when you're supposed to really appreciate being a parent, you're so tired from being a parent, it's very difficult to appreciate anything other than sleep. And you find yourself thinking, oh, I just want to be on my own, which is why I'm hiding in my shed playing ukulele songs. It's not that you don't absolutely adore your kids, because I do totally adore my kids. I love being a dad. But there are times when there's one of you and there's three of them for starters. And everyone has a finite amount of energy. That's just humans. There's not much you can do about that. Right. Thank you for the two people, I think are Casey and Lafayette. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm one or two people. I can't leave now. You can leave at any time. I've happily played to 0 people in live stream, and that's fine. Here's a parody of Are the Tiger by Survivor from Rocky 3 about feeding newborn babies. Getting up in the middle of the night to find out when my baby's crying. My wife will probably have to rescue me, but hopefully I'll get some brownie points for trying. So many times it was a bubble of wind, or you had a stinky nappy. I'm your dad, you're my reason to be, but this lack of sleep makes it dangerous to drive. I'm a forklift driver awake in the middle of the night, getting up with bad hair like Billy Idol. This lack of sleep is probably against my human rights, and I might not be able to be a forklift driver. That's very kind of you, Casey. You can stay. I'm probably not going to do an awful lot longer, maybe another 5 minutes. But I don't want anyone to go, because it's literally, I think it's just literally, you're getting your very own personalised live stream, whether you want it or not. So yeah, so mate, it's all good. I've got 3 people now. Right, here is a parody of Always the Sun by the Stranglers, and it's about mums. Who doesn't believe that you've just cleaned your teeth? Who is married to Brian, Lionel, or Keith? It's always your mum. It's always your mum. It's always your mum. Who's always there to correct your grammar? Who, when she's wearing tracksuit bottoms, looks a bit like MC Hammer? It's always your mum. It's always your mum. It's always your mum. Well, it's not always your mum, but there's a strong chance that it could be. I'm not leaving until the end. Oh, that's really kind of you, mate. Thank you, Lafayette. Very supportive. Well, let's agree on another 5 minutes and see where we're at. And if one of the 5 minutes just us, I probably got to. I definitely have. There's a couple of jobs that my wife is sort of. If I don't get them done today, I'll be in the doghouse. Right, here's a parody of "Let Me Entertain You" by Robbie Williams. It's about me trying to do homeschooling. Mama's gone and Dad is here. It's 9 too early to have a beer. Homeschooling gives me the fear. I'll scream. When it comes to kids, we have 3-2P standing up a bit like me with some possible signs of OCD. Oh dear. Let me educate you. Let me educate you. Life's too short for Biff and Chip. Don't do that, you'll make it rip. Mum and Dad went to the tip. Who cares? Don't forget your finger space. 1 letter a page is such a waste. Worms don't belong in a pencil case. Well, I care. My mind is burned with high frequency words, but you're that generation who has to be heard. We've tried Duck Duck Goose, but school's your dad. Please stop saying my breath smells because it makes me sad. Let me educate you. Let me educate you. Na na na. This is one of the best unpopular singers. Thank you very much, Lafayette. I'm originally a woman, but I feel like a man, so I might be trans. Well, do you know what, mate? All I would say is life's too short to be anything you don't want to be. So that's, there'll be lots of people living in a world happily in the situation you're describing. Live and let live, dude. Just enjoy your life. Life is too. The one thing that the one bit of advice I would definitely pass on is that the older you get, the less you. Genuinely less you care about what other people think, and it's very liberating to get to the point and think, I honestly couldn't care less. I'm happy to make an absolute fool of myself in a shed on YouTube. No one cares. No one cares. I can promise you. And actually, but when the penny drops, and it annoyingly it often tends to not drop until about your 40s, when you're usually just so beaten down by life that you think, I'm just going to do what I want. I'm just going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to do what makes me happy. As long as it's not hurting anywhere else, it's not illegal, it's not, just do what you want. Right. Here is a parody of Robbie Williams, Strong, and I'm probably going to finish on this one. That's really kind of you, mate. I'm happy to document publicly my progression of hopefully becoming better at something, and I think that's okay. And if it helps someone else go, I'm totally gonna do the same. If I can inspire might be a bit strong. If I can encourage other people to go, if this man can do this in his shed, then I can do what I want to do. That would be enough of a justification for me. Right. Last song of the live stream. Thank you for the 3 people who are still here. My breath smells of 1,000 lattes. I want to hug my kids. They ask who farted. I think they know that they're being ironical. An early morning when I wake up, I catch my daughter stealing my wife's makeup. and the sound of my sons raiding the fridge. I'm quite old, so I know that life is a mess. But here's some advice: if you want a life with some success, you might not think that you're strong. You're wrong. You're wrong. So keep turning up and singing your song. Your song. Your song. Our bed's full of what's it dust and bits of toast because they don't eat the crust. My name's Dad, not bruv, mate or bro. Dad, what's for tea? I hope it's steak or fish and chips, then a massive cake. Just as long as it's not pasta al pesto. Everyone has a race to run. Don't justify your dreams to anyone. Not even your mum. Life's too short to be mean. That's priority number one. My favourite colours are blue, black and turquoise. Awesome. What's good is that you start owning your likes and dislikes and don't justify it to anyone else. And the more you do it, the more you'll be like, I'm feeling quite liberated that actually I'm allowed to do and feel what I do and feel. That's what my advice. That's the advice I give my kids, and that's to an extent what I hope to do with this live streaming. Is if they're only children. In fairness, whenever I go live stream, I always tick that this is not for children. But I often get quite young adults. So for any young adults watching my kids' age who are feeling a bit unsure, I'm happy to kind of tell them, pass on the advice, hopefully positive advice I give my own children. Do you know how to play Dungeons and Dragons? I don't actually. I've never. You're only 12. Yeah, you see that? I'm pretty sure. I don't know what YouTube classes as an adult or a child. But I've got a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 7-year-old. And I think, don't know. In fairness, my live streams are pretty PG. I don't really swear in my live streams. All the songs are pretty boringly PG. I'm not really a sweary kind of rude person. And there's always the outside chance that one of my children may be watching it. Although there's also a chance that they're not. So yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind if I don't mind who I can support or help. Doesn't matter. It's just nice to support and help people. Right. I did say this is the last one. Let's finish. Let's do two more. Right. It's a parody of Good Enough by Dodgy. It's about how I feel now. I've got an aching in my bones 'cause I'm a man who's the wrong side of 40. It takes me an age to put on my shoes. The same can be said for having a wee. But there's always two sides to getting older, like lower car insurance premiums. So don't get uptight that you need glasses to ride, and standing up can hurt as well. Is Dad life good enough for you? 'Cause it's good enough for me. I've accepted my grey hair and pushing out a wee. Is Dad life good enough for you? 'Cause it's good enough for me. I can't read close up and I have a dodgy knee. Both true, but that's fine. I think the one thing you should never lose, if possible, is your sense of humour, or the sense of the ridiculous. Because life is silly, and the more you can kind of acknowledge that it's silly, and that everyone's playing a bit of a game, and it's a bit of a role, and just to try and enjoy yourself, and be kind and support other people, then that, for me, is the secret. Right. This is probably the last song of the live stream. The bedding's damp, we should have gone to Devon. We're on a family European trip. One of our kids has an ear infection. The other two are giving us lip. There'll be no cooking, in that kitchen till I remove a cockroach that's the size of my hand. I've really lost it. Sorry, the travel agent said your kids will love it, but they look like they wanna cry. Everywhere you go, you always take the dance dress with you. Everywhere you go, you're always gonna take that dance dress. Everywhere you go, you're always gonna take some dance dress with you. Everywhere you go, you're always gonna take some dance dress. Some dance dress with you. Since the end stream, thank you for doing a stream and seeing it. Mate, it is the end of my stream. I genuinely appreciate you and your support. I hope wherever you are in the world you're okay. Thank you for being here. Always appreciate it. And have an awesome rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye.